Holy Spirit,
They better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Maybe I might be having a standoff. I might be. And if I'm having a standoff, I better win. I better win. I better win this. Okay? Now, I need to win this, y'all. Yes. Oh, well. I don't care if she's live. Oh, well, I'm messy. Oh, well, I'm messy. Oh, well, we might be having a standoff. We just might be. Let's see who wins. Go get it, Artistry girl.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
You cannot.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You
activate.
better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Before I get them, Lord.
Activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go.
They say I ain't saved because I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need, and that's it. They always in my business because they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible, but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit, activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way? So
Holy Spirit,
you
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit, activate.
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go.
Hey.
You
Hold
cannot.
on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit, activate.
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Before I get them, Lord.
Activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go.
They say I ain't saved because I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need, and that's it. They always in my business because they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible, but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit, activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way? So
Holy Spirit,
you
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go.
You
Hold
cannot.
on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You
activate.
better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Before I get them, Lord.
Activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's
They
go.
say I ain't saved because I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need, and that's it. They always in my business because they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible, but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit, activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way? So
Holy Spirit,
you
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit, activate.
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go.
Hey.
It may be a standoff. It may not be. It may just be coming live just cause. Oh, come alive because that beige faggot is live. Oh, well, who gonna check me? So I'm here, flat. So hi, welcome back to my show, the Sean W. Show. Boom, look at my girl, right on time. Look at my girl, right on time. Hi, shout out to Jaguar right in the building. Hi, Cross. Hold on, sorry, I got noise in the background. Sorry, how are you?
Like I needed some rest. I've been pretty much like, moving ever since I got out. So, and then just trying to get caught up. And then like I took some time to just go and look at what I've been missing or what I haven't been seeing. And it's a lot.
It's a whole lot.
Like, whoa.
It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. Now, we're going to get into all of that, girl, because I told y'all she watches everything. So I already knew that she was going to go and check that out. But yeah, so I wanted to have a conversation with you because I know that you wanted to talk to the people y'all send the volume is low. Okay, 1 second. I'll try to fix that. So I know that you wanted to speak to the people and there are certain things that you wanted to say. And you know, the audience definitely wants to hear from you. It's hard to hear Sharon. Okay, hold on, let me see. Hold on, let me make sure.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we should be able to open up. Okay.
It's been so long, you know. Talking in jail to you is one thing, but being able to control my environment and sit down in a quiet room without people, I don't hear you. You know what I mean? It's definitely a little bit different. And I get to be alone and be in my thoughts and be with you. You know, like really be with you and not be distracted. So yeah, this needs to happen.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I'm glad that we could have a conversation. Now, we have been keeping you off of social media. We have been keeping her off due to we don't want one, her location being disclosed, and two, it's just other things that she's focused on. So, and she needs to be focused on those things, you know. And I'm really proud of her. Like thus far, the decisions that you have made, because honestly, I'm like, okay, she probably just gonna get out and she's gonna hop on live and start hooping and hollering and cussing people out. But you did the complete opposite. It's just like you got out, you just wanted to know what was next and where you were going. You got to where you were going, you got some rest, you know, and whatnot. And then the stuff that myself and King Payne sent you that you needed to check off your list, you pretty much checked it all off. You got one more thing left, well, two more things left to do today, and you are already doing those. So that's what we have you focused on, not what we have you, what you are focused on, and we are just assisting you. So yeah, so shout out to you for staying off of social media.
But no, shout out to y'all because people need to understand that, you know, what I've been going through, everything that I've been experiencing, it's hell of a lot. Like it's a lot. I don't even think people really understand how much of a lot it is.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys not only keep me focused, but you keep me grounded. God put y'all in my life for a reason. I am more than ever so grateful. And you know, y'all my battery right now. Y'all the battery in my back. And let's not downplay that. Am I highly efficient? Can I get a lot done? Can I do a lot done? Yes. But after everything that I just went through these past 6 weeks, I'd be lying to say that I don't need help and direction. Because, I mean, I'm getting like monkey shit thrown at me at every turn. And then everything that I dealt with, like, people don't understand, I think. Like, 6 weeks a prisoner is my life right now.
Absolutely.
You know, so I got to shake that off. And I'm just so glad that y'all are there because you're seeing clear and you're seeing straight. And I trust you. You know, and so yeah. Shout out to y'all. I'm never gonna be able to stop shouting y'all out. Like it's just it's a forever shout out. It's like shout out infinity.
Absolutely. So with all of this going on, like you've been in jail for 6 weeks, you know, whatnot, how do you think that affected like you and your mental health?
Well, this isn't the first time I've gone through this. And the last time I went through it, it was when my ex-husband drugged me through that whole nasty custody battle that he decided to criminalize to punish me for not giving him money. And that was 7 months of my life altogether. So this was a lot shorter than that. But it was a lot more intense considering everything that I went through leading up to it. Like, the timeline of my life, the real life interview hit the end of last year. Boom, ended the year with a bang. And then 2 weeks into the new year, I set like a crazy YouTube record, especially for commentary. 1 million views in 3 weeks. In 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then as soon as we got that news, all hell broke loose.
Yeah. But do you
Like
feel
my
like with getting that many views, do you feel like when you did get that, because you were getting a lot of views, you know, a lot of people hitting 1 million, some even hit 2.1 million, you know, and whatnot. Do you think that kind of like went to you and your spouse at the time? Do you think that kind of went to your head?
No,
Mhm.
not for me. For me, it was like, this is perfect. You know, this is great. The audience is prime. Philadelphia can soar. Like, if we just stay focused and stay steady, we can soar.
Mhm.
And then, you know, working on developing Welcome to the Circus and just everything, like everything that we've been talking about, all of the things that we discuss behind the scenes that everyone else doesn't see. I was ready. My husband fell apart.
Mhm.
He went insane. Don't forget, we found out we had 1 million views in 3 weeks, and that was the same weekend of the barbershop incident, Martin Luther King weekend, the first time I was hospitalized.
Yeah.
And then boom, the police. And then boom, my show and him assaulting me in front of my friends. My show being canceled because he was assaulting me and scaring everybody. And then boom, he's going to kill me. He's going to kill Solar. And then, you know, that kind of changed and turned around. And meanwhile, the whole dirty Birdie girl was happening in the background, and I didn't know. And then boom, we go to Phoenix, and then boom, my car is blown up, and then I don't know who it is. He's gaslighting me, and then boom, more police, and then Legina comes, and then more police, and then boom, the white warrant, and I'm hospitalized again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it has been, and all of these things have been triggered by my husband's reaction to that 1 million view video in 3 weeks. You know, so, and then next thing you know, me and my family are moving, and we're moving into the house that we wanted and that we prayed for, and we were ready. And all we had to do was get through the Tasha K interview. And it was like, man, Philadelphia, we're about to take it to the next level, even though, you know, things are crazy. And even though he's like, we're still there. And then I'm doing a live broadcast in a hot tub. And the police show up and arrest me live online because my bond was revoked by a person who I did nothing but try to help. And then 6 weeks a prisoner. Now, let's just be clear on something. Any one of those instances would have been enough to send someone who was mentally unstable over a cliff.
Mm-hmm.
But all of those things, month after month, like literally almost every 2 weeks, it was another catastrophe. And still, I wasn't found incompetent, and still, I'm not schizophrenic, and still, I'm holding it together, and still. So this time, by the time, you know, I'm registering being booked in on Sabbath to Bossier Max, I was prepared. I'm like, I know what this is. I know who's making it happen. I know it's the devil. I know this is a spiritual attack. And I instantly just went into me, God, I know you're using me. I know you're using me, so use me. Show me what you want me to be. And keep me strong. And my mental state has been intact the entire time. I haven't been on medication since I got rearrested and locked up. I have not been on any medication. I was denied medication. I was denied any health care providing of any sort in Bossier. So I was forced to go without that medication. And I realized, hold up, I'm not losing it. Hold up, I'm okay.
Why don't you take your medication?
Huh?
Why do you choose to not take your medication?
Well, I was forced to not take my medication.
Mm-hmm.
Up until I was rearrested and jailed in Bossier, I was taking my medication. They would let me have it. I didn't get any medical care in Bossier. They denied me. I asked for a psych visit on 20 different occasions, and I didn't get seen by psych until 2 days before they extradited me.
Mm-hmm.
And they still denied me care.
So now that you're out and free, will you take your medication?
As of right now, no, I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I feel good. When I was on the medication, my body, it started going through things. I put on almost 20 pounds without even trying. I was having bouts with insomnia. I didn't have my cycle for almost 2 months. Like, literally, my body, while I was in jail, just started regulating back, and now my cycle's back to normal. Like, it literally just changed everything. And being forced to go without it, prayer, meditation, doing yoga in my cell every day, doing calisthenics in my cell every day, drinking water, cleansing myself physically and spiritually of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I finally got to Dallas, and then they tried to re-administer meds, they put all these extra medications on me. And then the next thing you know, I woke up, my cellmate, Tio, looked at me and said, "What's wrong with your face?" And I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "Your face, it's swelling up." And I said, "What?" And then my mouth started feeling funny, and I tasted blood on my gums. And she said, "Ooh, you got an abscess?" And I went and checked. Nope, it was just sores all over my gums, and my tongue was raw. My lips started rawing out, and then I started breaking out into a rash all over my body. I literally had to stay in bed for a day because, it was just itching. And I'm like, "What's going on?" I took the medicine again, and then it got worse. And then there was this metallic, and then the bleeding started even more. And I'm like, "This is poisoning me. I can't take it." And that's when I refused to take any more meds in Dallas. And I reported it. I wrote my kites, and I did all of that. And the doctor never responded. They kept telling me, "You take the meds, you take the meds." I said, "I did take the meds." And in 2 days, my face swelled up. I got bleeding gums. I got rash. I said, "I'm not doing it. You're poisoning me. I'm not doing it." And then once again, my system started regulating, and everything was fine. I think what bothered people more than anything was that all of this craziness didn't trigger me into some kind of psychosis. Which is why I thought it was so funny when Dr. Pittman at Dallas, I did the competency evaluation. Matter of fact, I did that competency evaluation twice. I did it once with Dr. Pittman, and I did it once with my mental health public defender. I answered, they both asked me the same questions. I asked them both. My mental health attorney told me I passed. Dr. Pittman said I failed. Isn't that interesting?
When you have the competency hearing, the competency hearing, are they going to request you take the test again?
My lawyer is going to request that I take it in front of the judge,
Mm-hmm.
so that the judge can witness it for himself. I've taken 6 competency hearings this year, and the only one that I supposedly failed was the one that Dr. Pittman did at Down Jail.
So
that's all the rest.
So with you stating that you had to do multiple competency tests this year, wouldn't one would think that, okay, well, if I'm prescribed medication, then if I take the medication, maybe I won't have these competency hearings. But you feel that you shouldn't take the medication because you feel that you do okay without it?
Well, I'm not having any breakdowns. I'm not losing my mind.
Mm-hmm.
The truth is, I've been fine since my husband hasn't been around me. Matter of fact, I get better and better every day. I didn't realize how much his psychosis was triggering me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel calmer. I'm good.
Well, I mean, I must admit, you have brought his name up, and you don't go crazy about it, get irate about. You do seem to be calm when you speak of certain people now, so that's growth. So shout out to you for that. That is growth. I mean, it is. Y'all gotta admit, that this is growth. Because normally, y'all know how Jack she'll go off. But she just simply just said that and kind of just, so okay, all right.
Acceptance.
Growth. Little piece. Go on, girl. So you feel calmer without certain people being around you.
Yeah.
You have not tried to reach out to honestly anybody besides family. That's the only people that you've requested me reach out to. You haven't requested me reach out to anybody else. Just family, your son and your mother is the only people you wanted me to reach out to for you. So that's growth as well, because normally you will want me to contact certain people and you want nothing to do with that. So that's great. That's great. That does show growth, that you're letting the husband be kind of just like, go ahead, do your thing, whatever. Speaking of that, do you have love in your life right now, girl?
Are you asking me if I have the Candace? Yeah. Yeah. I got my Dede.
So you with the Candace are still going strong, huh?
Yeah, I'm getting to know her mom now, who's really, really, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Miss Sarah. She's a sweetheart. She is a sweetheart, and she's been just, since I got out these past 24 hours, we spoke like 2 or 3 times, and me, her, and Dede were on the phone this morning, and that was so great because I got to talk to my Dede, and it was just normal, natural, and she's just like, can't wait to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, can't wait to meet you either. And, just getting to know her. And
now we have to, because a lot of people in the audience do not know who the Candace girl. I'm like, the Candace.
Yes.
But a lot of people that do not know who the Candace is. So will you explain to the audience in your short way of stating who the Candace is, girl?
Well, I can do you one better. I think this says it best. I wrote something for her while I was at Bossier Max. I wrote a lot at Bossier Max.
Did you write anything about your husband?
Actually, yeah, I did.
Oh my God, I want to hear it.
Well, we're talking about the Candace.
Okay, so go ahead. Let's get into the Candace. Shout out to the Candace. This is for you, the Candace girl.
The title is I Love You. Thank God for Ashley. Ashley is one of the workers, one of the trustees who worked at Bossier Max. And it was when I first started really realizing that I really cared for Dede. And I had a bunch of thoughts in my head, but I couldn't get it out. And I ran out of my pen. The one pen I was able to hustle, and I didn't have access to commissary. They wouldn't let me buy anything. So I would have to rely on the grace of people giving me things.
Mm-hmm.
And so one morning, Ashley showed up, and she was like, Miss Jacqueline, I got a pen. And I'm like, thank God for you. And I wrote this. You are nothing more than a pair of eyes staring out from a dark hole. Yet I found comfort in that gaze deep in my soul. The magic I feel when you look at me causes all sorts of flutter and twitch. I swear to God, you have bewitched me, though some would say that I'm the witch. The first time you walked towards me, I felt a surge of energy as if you could be my source of power or possible misery. Could it be? Could you be? Or was it all just a glitch?
Mm-hmm.
And to think, these precious words came so very close to almost never being read. Thank God for Ashley. Pen to paper, tongue to chin, your saliva dripping down my skin. All the ways I know you, all the ways I hope, all the ways I adore you, long as you don't say no. All the imaginary mornings in bed that haven't happened yet. All the important meetings we've missed that haven't been scheduled yet. Because we chose to indulge in one another and simply overslept. Breakfast in bed, baby. Words I'm longing to live by, though I haven't said them in reality yet. Funny, I know you so fucking well, and on myriad levels, we haven't even met. Yet, ever yours, ever mine, ever ours, ever thine. Things and words that nearly died on the vine. Thank God for Ashley. Thank God for love. And, that was for the kids.
Ooh, girl, that was gross, girl. Ooh, that girl, girl, it was gross. And it was all lesbianist and all erotic and shit. Girl, oh, I like that, girl. Ooh, girl, you nasty. You said saliva, girl. Girl, you said saliva. Girl, I heard you say saliva, girl.
Yes.
Ooh, gone, girl.
People got to realize I was in defect the entire time. So we were never out on the floor together. It's not like we were up in the showers having hot lesbian sex or anything like that. None of that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Most of our relationship happened. She was in the cell right across from me.
So y'all would just stare at each other and pretend?
Huh?
Y'all would stare at each other and pretend?
Well, we would just look at each other and do little jail sign language, and most of the time we were just there. We were present with one another. And then when Dede got off of segregation, because she was in seg too, when she got off segregation, she started coming to my cell, and she would bring me coffee or bring me a soup or make a spread and bring me something, or just come and talk to me. Pass notes. And she was my lifeline.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Like, I was locked in a cell for 23 and a half or 23 hours a day, every day.
So why did you cuss her out that day on the phone with me, girl?
Because she was tripping, and I thought that she had started informing on me with some YouTuber who was lying, saying that she was informing on me, trying to cap up and jug up my relationship. This person who was my lifeline, and she took it the wrong way. I took it the wrong way, and we got into it. And when I left hard. I left cold. Like, I didn't give her none of my bag because I had just started making commissary. I didn't give her nothing. I gave it all to somebody else. I didn't even look back. I didn't say goodbye. And
rude.
Wasn't. Yeah, I was cold. I'm cold. You know, I'm on some Rick James. I was cold as ice. Oh, baby. You know, that was me. I was on my Rick James. And then I talked to King Payne, and King Payne was like, the Candace has been calling me, and she's worried about you, and she says she loves you. And that's when it hit me. She didn't have to be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all. She didn't have to use her calling card to call my friend to make sure that I was okay. I got a lot of trust issues when it comes to relationships now because of my marriage, especially.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of trust issues with a lot of people. You know, there's a lot of people that have been in my life that are using my name to make money, using my name to do interviews.
Speaking of using your name, let's get into people using your name. So, girl, now you know I'm not one to start stuff, but I'm messy. So,
okay.
My girl, now Tokyo Burnt Gap Tony, is what I call her. Now you know I hate her. I hate her. I hate Shalana.
Name is Shalana Hunter.
My name's Tokyo Bitch. So, my girl, now you know I hate your friend. Now, but I don't mind y'all being friends.
She does really hateful things.
Oh, she does. So, okay, now you've gotten to see things for yourself. Watch her videos, you know, on your own.
I haven't watched.
You haven't?
I'm not giving her a click or a view.
You didn't watch, girl.
I have seen clips on other people's channels that I will give a click and a view to.
Oh, okay.
And because of what I've seen, I refuse to watch.
Mm-hmm.
It'll do nothing but make me emotional. And me being emotional about that person at this point in time is a total waste of space. It is a total waste of my mind. It would do nothing but trigger me.
Mm-hmm.
And as low vibrational as this whole campaign that she's on has gotten, I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it. When I was in jail, I was forced to be around constant negativity because I had no choice. I have a choice now that I'm out of jail, and my choice is no thank you.
Oh my God, I love you. You took my advice. I'm so happy because I let you ponder on it. And I told you, I'm just like, you know, a lot of the stuff that you got into before is completely like unnecessary now. I'm just like, it happened, you know, like let it go. And then again, like I'm like, you're out, you know, that's all that matters. So, but I'm proud of you.
It can exist to me.
Mm-hmm.
See, the truth is, let's call all of these people what they are. Distractions.
Mm-hmm.
They're all distractions. Even my husband is a distraction.
Yeah.
I'm on a mission. And my mission is to clean up these streets, these industry streets and these YouTube streets, and start bringing real facts. And like, all of these things have done nothing but distract me from what my actual goal is. Like that video, The Return of Jaguar, right, on Real Life platform, everything that I attacked, bro, when I go back and look at it, brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
And everything that's happened since then has been a distraction away from that.
Absolutely.
It's time to get back to Keep It a Bean podcast. It's time to get back to Philadelphia TV Network. It's time to get back to my advocacy. It's time to get back to making my products. It's time to get back to all of these things. Everything else that's a distraction,
yes,
can eat my ass, yo.
Yeah. Absolutely.
No more distractions. No more. The devil done used all of these people to knock me off my square. Now, don't get me wrong. Did I have to deal with it? Did I have to face those things? Absolutely. Was a lot of crap brought to me that shouldn't have been brought to me? Absolutely. Did I have negative reactions to it? I can't imagine anybody that wouldn't. I dare anybody in America, I dare anybody in the world right now to live through everything that I just lived through from Martin Luther King weekend to now and not have a reaction. I dare them. Impossible. We're human beings. This stuff was intense and it was insane. Most of it. What was I supposed to sit there and kumbaya while my husband is blowing up my car and beating on me and threatening to kill me and running around behind my back with dirt trash on multiple levels? Of course not. I'm human. I had a human reaction and still managed to not lose my mind. Came close, but I managed not to. But at the end of the day, still just distractions. I'm done with distractions. It's time to get back to my square.
Right.
And I want it. Period.
I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. The thing about it is what people don't realize about you, like I've been telling them, obviously Jaguar can't be controlled, right? So y'all seen times where Jaguar has been on my platform before and she'd just go like ziggity boom on whoever she wants to, you know, whoever she's targeting or whatever at that time, that's what she'll do. She's not doing that. She's not, I'm not leading her or anything. This is just how she is. This is her mood. This is her vibe, like within this moment, to where she's not on none of that stuff. Like, I mean, because she could literally be using this time to attack people and dox people and stuff like that. And she is not. So since she is something, I feel like we should pay attention to just those things. I know a lot of y'all waiting for the other shoe to drop. I know a lot of y'all feel like, oh no, this is just all just talk. She just blah, 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 whatever. Only time will tell. So, but I do feel like it is very, y'all feel like y'all doing something when you come at a person and prejudge them. If you're going to prejudge someone, they have no reason to not do exactly what you think that they're going to do. Okay, well, if you think that I'm going to, you keep telling me I'm cheating on you, I might as well just do it because that's how you're treating me.
Period.
You're treating me like I'm doing it. So, you know, like that's the thing. So it's not about, again, believing a person, because when you believe someone is to trust them. Y'all don't fucking know her. Like, y'all, you don't have to trust her. Like, what are you trusting her for anyway? Like, I'm like, what? Like, you don't know her. You may feel like you know her because you heard so much about her and then in, you know, this circuit, but people can grow. And if you want them to grow, you don't have to believe in them, but believe in the growth. Like, okay, well, I hope that this does work out for you. Well, what's wrong with saying that? Instead of, oh, well, you're going to be right back to this, you're going to be right back to that. Then it's just like, why are you here? Like, why are you here? They're like that's weird to me. You know, if you don't think that this is real or whatever, and it's not about thinking anything, because again, day and night, one person can feel one thing right now and then feel another way the next day. But we all do that as human beings. Like, I mean, that's weird. Like, y'all have the right to change your mind and go ziggity boom. It's fine when y'all do it. But if she does it, it's just, oh, that's just Jaguar. It's just like, yeah, no. If she,
most of them do it more than me. They're just not doing it on camera.
Absolutely. You're just not doing, and I would agree with you on that. They're just not doing it on camera.
I am brave enough to be me on camera. I'm brave. But the thing is, when they accuse me of not being genuine in moments like these, it's because they don't realize that I hide moments like these. A lot of times, I want people to think I'm a Park 8.
Hold on 1 second. Your wish is my command. Boom. Please don't ever tell me to block you. Don't ever tell me to block you. I promise you, I don't even know who the fuck you are, but not a problem. Go ahead. What were you saying before we were really interrupted? Say less.
People don't realize I come out with the Part 8 because I'm protecting who you're talking to right now. If I was this person all the time, do you know how much more people would try to take advantage of me than they already do? Like, I think people tend to forget. I've gone through a lot in my life. I've had my trust broken on so many occasions since I was a child. With the kind of family I got, bro, my enemies are nothing. My enemies can't even compare to how screwed up some of my family is. So for me, I lead with the fuck it's, because I don't need people to know how much I actually cry at night sometimes. I hide my heart. I hide my emotions. The warrior is there to protect the sweet side of me. But, you know, in these conversations that me, you, King Pain have in the background, I shouldn't have to hide this part of myself. I should be able to be the sweet me. I should be able to be the vulnerable me. I should be able to be the caring me. But don't be mad when I defended and protected. Don't be mad. Because I literally have people that gun for me on a regular basis for nothing more than the fact that they wish they were me.
I mean, I agree that a lot of people have hurt you, but you do have to admit, cause and effect, that you have hurt people too, right?
Well, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And guess what? I meant it. I meant it. I meant every last bit of it. I don't do nothing that I can't stand on 10 toes down, 10 feet tall.
Oh my God.
Because everything that I do for a reason. See, a lot of people say, oh, Jag hurt this person, Jag hurt that person. You're right. You're motherfucking right, yeah. Because you don't see what the other people are doing behind the scenes. I just do it out front. That's all. That's the difference between me and most of my enemies. They're using bloggers. They're using ghost pages. They're using bots. They're using troll farms. They're using this. They're using that. No, I just come out and do it. Because I ain't no punk. And yeah, sometimes it makes me look like a villain. Oh, well. That's just a part of it. And I'm not going to apologize for that. Don't hate me because I'm brave enough to.
Hold on, because I'm so sick of people saying this. Because I promise you, I do not care. So, someone says, so threatening to unalive churn. You meant wow. Now hold on, because I brought this up to Jaguar many times, right? And Jaguar has always said that it was not her; it was the people that was coming after her at the time. She wasn't gonna do nothing to the churn. Is what she said. I'm gonna let Jaguar, but she said that she wasn't gonna do nothing to the churn. Okay. And it's mighty weird that that same person who churned, y'all trying to defend that she let those children starve. Literally, child protection was in her life because she was starving her children. So I mean,
I would say something.
let's get that together. I'm just saying, like, if you're holding, if you feel like that, you know that's what went down. I'm not knocking. But all I'm saying is hold that person accountable too. I mean, she literally starved her children.
I want to say this, and I want to be clear. When Gerald Johnson Jr. decided to go run over to that disgusting person's home, we were getting death threats almost every day. And he knows who was making those threats. He knew that the second that he separated from me, wherever he went, that threat was following him. And I told him, what you're doing is selfish and it's dangerous because you're putting people in jeopardy that don't need to be in jeopardy. If ever there were a time we need to be together, it's now. We don't need to be separating and bringing this on other people. I told him that. But see, people know they didn't hear that. What they heard were voice messages that I left on my husband's phone that I paid for him. And those two pinheads, decided to take it and use it to pull people's heartstrings to try to make me look like a bad guy for cash apps.
Hold on 1 second. I didn't say whose children were being starved for the chat. So I'll let y'all guess. But I didn't say a name. So here, flip. But keep going. Keep going, Jack.
At the end of the day, people got mad at me because I kept referring to these children as unfortunate. They are. To have that thing as a mother is very unfortunate. And now everybody knows how unfortunate it is.
What do you say to people that call you an unfit?
I say, prove it. Prove it.
Prove it.
Prove where I've been unfit. Most people's children like me better than they like their parents. As Genesis. Her kids like me better than they like her.
You talking about DJ Griffin? Peter Griffin?
Yeah.
Mm.
That poor unfortunate idiot.
Gross. Moving right along. So are you afraid to go to court?
Absolutely not. I'm innocent.
Of what?
Of whatever they're accusing me of. I read the report.
Mm-hmm.
Pinwarden lied. And guess whose name wasn't in the report?
Whose?
My husband's. Because they said that they got the white warrant on me because I threatened to kill them directly.
Mm-hmm.
But in fact, they couldn't have gotten the white warrant without Gerald Johnson Jr. So I find it very interesting that they didn't mention that he was the witness that they used, and he was the person that signed off so that they could get the white warrant.
Mm-hmm. So if you go to court on the 13th and they say that you have to stay in a facility or hospital for 2 years,
that's not going to happen.
But what if it just in theory, let's say it does. What's your plan?
Well, number one, I'm fighting it all the way.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, they have to prove that I'm incompetent in order for that to even happen. I'm competent, clearly. Like, they have to prove that I'm mentally ill and incompetent. More importantly, they would have to prove that I actually threatened to harm or harmed someone. See, you can't just send someone to a mental hospital without merit. You got to prove it.
So with the competency test, do you think that that is enough for them to prove that theory?
Yeah. That, and don't forget, I've been sitting in observation tanks being filmed and recorded for weeks. And in Dallas County, there's no evidence of psychosis. Or they could just go and look at my medical records where I actually lived in a psych ward in Parkland Hospital for 11 days where there were people with psychosis everywhere, and I was found competent there. See, there's no proof. There's no evidence of what they're saying. You can't just put someone in a mental hospital without actually having evidence that they're mental.
But that's what I'm saying, the competency test. Do you think that that's enough for them to state that you need to be there because you allegedly failed them?
Well, no, because the competency test that was given to me by Dr. Pittman, I passed. Dr. Pittman says that everyone is incompetent. Everyone. Everyone that he evaluates is incompetent. And you want to know what's funny? He's about 76 years old, and the word is he's senile.
Wow.
He doesn't even do his job. He changed my meds and re-prescribed me medicine that my actual doctors who did blood panels and labs and all of that stuff on me, you know, checking everything that they're supposed to check before they give you something that could poison you and cause you to have allergic reactions and bleeding gums and all of that stuff. He did none of that. What he did to me was malpractice, which is why I made it very clear that I'll be filing my civil lawsuit against them ASAP.
Wow.
See, they got to answer for that.
Alrighty. So when
and what's even worse is he is the court's psychiatrist. That means he is acting on behalf of the court. He committed malpractice on me on behalf of the court. And he gave a false diagnosis on behalf of the court. Also against the law.
Well, I'm going to wish you the best of luck with that, sweetie. So the conversation that we had earlier, about you leaving YouTube for a while. So do you think that it's a good idea that maybe you just take like a break, you know, and just kind of feel, you know, the temperature now that you're out looking at YouTube from a different perspective?
I went on YouTube today and I saw about 150 reasons why I should walk away from YouTube. And then I saw one reason why I shouldn't. I think that one might do it for me.
What reason was that?
The return of Jaguar Wright on Real Life's platform.
Oh. So you'll do that? You'll go onto Real Life's platform?
Oh, I didn't say all that.
Oh.
We're going on another YouTube platform again that isn't in my wheelhouse, in my family, my YouTube family, without proper compensation ever again. That won't happen. I went and I counted up the views that Real Life has sustained off of me in the millions. And I have more views on their platform than Charleston White does. I know how to do math. I know how much money they owe me. Not including all the other content that I brought them.
Oh, you said they owe you money?
Yes, they do.
Oh.
Yeah. Of course they do. They're making a bunch of dough off of my content. We're talking about collectively, we're looking at 5 million views, 5 to 7 million views off of one person. That's a nice little chunk of change they're making.
I like real life productions.
I like them too. I liked them better when they were, playing above the board. I liked them better before they started using me to rape my network for their own profit and gain. I liked them better when they were, acting like we were actually building real camaraderie. I'm gonna put it to you this way: after everything that we were doing and trying to do together, the simple fact that none of them visited me in jail, the simple fact that none of them put $1 on my books, the simple fact that none of them put money on the phone, we ain't friends.
Well, what if they've just been busy?
Okay.
Well, no, I'm just saying.
They're busy. They're so busy that me, and this isn't me being cocky, I am the fucking content.
Oh.
And they're busy for me? You fucking kidding me? There's a bunch of weirdos out there that make time for me damn near 24 hours a fucking day. Where the fuck is they? Where the fuck are they at? They real quiet about Jaguar right now, but everybody in the world is talking about me except them. But they're collecting the views though. Dallas County Jail is right around the corner from where they film. And after all of the money I made them, you couldn't put no fucking money on my books. And you did that whack-ass, fucking fake-ass interview with my motherfucking husband who sat there and lied, even about his military career.
Wasn't he a fry cook? Wasn't he a fry cook? But no, okay. Well, maybe you guys should just have a conversation. Maybe y'all should just talk.
I had a conversation with them before I was arrested. Me and them can talk about possibly mending fences when they give me the $10,000 that I asked for and the rest of my footage that they owe me, that they were supposed to put on a hard drive before I left for Shreveport, and nobody showed up to make sure I got it.
Okay. Well, let's just stick a pin in that. Maybe, y'all can have a conversation and work out some things.
We're past conversation. Pay me my money, give me my footage, and then we can talk about being friends. Because right now, they looking a lot like Shalana Hunter to me. They looking real Shalana Hunter to me right now.
That's Burnt Gap, if y'all don't know who that is. Hair flip. So I'm gonna have to use that. You giving Shalana Hunter. I'm gonna have to use that. So is there anyone that you want to thank before the interview comes to conversation comes to a close? I'm gonna keep it like an hour long.
I want to thank the people. I wish I could say their names, but for fear that they're going to be stalked, maligned, targeted, and harassed, I won't. I want to thank the people that have made it possible for me to have a safe place to stay, where I can hide in plain sight and not have to worry about being stalked to death. I want to thank the people that bonded me. Let's start with Jamal Bryant.
Shout out to Jamal.
I cannot wait to have a conversation with that man and go to his church as I was invited to speak with him in his congregation. I can't wait. He's controversial just like me. But the one thing that we do have in common is that we love God. I'm curious to see where that goes. And to the people that bonded me out and secured my bond, thank you. Thank you for taking that chance. Because there's a lot of people in Dallas that I know that are too afraid to help me because they're afraid of what it'll do to their lives. And guess what? That's cool. Because it's your life. You just remember, if you ever end up in that same situation, think about asking for my help. And I'm the kind of friend that gets up in the middle of the night to change a flat tire. You just lost that. You lost one.
Absolutely.
You lost one. But we cool. I ain't mad. We just know where we at. And I want to thank my mom for being my mom. And I want to thank my son for being my son. And I want to thank Candace for being my lifeline. And I want to thank you and King Payne for being my friends and my colleagues and my handlers. And I want to thank all of the girls who encouraged me and empowered me when they didn't even know it. From Bossier to Dallas. Shout out to my baby girl, Monica Easter, who just took time. I love you, yo. When you get out, you better call me because I need you to work for me. Shout out to my girl, Courtney Cox, and all 4 of her children. Hamza. Shout out to Melissa Pilcher, who came to my door and said, "Oh my God, you're Annie Jag. Me and my mom follow you. We love you." In jail. Shout out to the officers. Miss Kim, Lieutenant Evans, Mims, Malone, Taylor, and Taylor.
You shouting out the officers. Girl, get it. Let's
No. There were officers. All of them wasn't bad. Lieutenant Evans fought for me. He's the one that took me off of segregation. He's the one that let me out of my cell so I could wash, so I could go outside and get fresh air. He's the one that made sure I got commissary. He's the one that made sure I was able to finally get on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I wrote an
shout out
article
to just that one.
I gotta say shout out. Wait a minute. I gotta say shout out to my people in Dallas, to my girl Fat, Veronica, to Shay, who made it possible for me to get on the phone and talk to you and King Payne when they were hating on me and blocking my phone calls and restricting my phone calls on the payphone.
Oh, the lesbian Shay. Yeah, I like her. Go on, Shay. Yes.
Yeah, that's my homie. That's my homie, Shay. Shout out to Equilla. Shout out to my girl, Adriana Teal and Celeste. Shout out to Tracy. Shout out to Officer Anderson, Harrison, Chilton, my girls. And even though I didn't see her, shout out to the big homie, Miss Wynn, who treated me like I was me the entire time, when the other officers who hated me for being me was treating me like shit because their uniform was different than mine, even though I'm better than them. They humanized me in a place that was dehumanizing. And they showed me the respect that I deserve as me.
That was so sweet. Oh, don't forget to thank the GoFundMeers.
Oh, for all of the GoFundMeers. I got a better idea. Oh, by the way, shout out to my head mod, Kimmy Love. We got to get in touch ASAP. As soon as I get my phone, I'm calling you.
Well, I think, didn't she jump ship, girl?
No, I don't think she jumped ship. I think she just waited.
I don't know. I don't know. I heard my friend that Fish King Payne. Shout out to my friend that Fish King Payne. I know he was saying something about her. I don't know.
No, I think she's waiting for me to get home, and I'm home now.
Well, I feel however the Fish King Payne feel about her. So if he like her, then I like her. If he hate her, so do I. But go ahead. What was you gonna do for the GoFundMe?
This way, we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
But to shout out to the shadow, all my mods, and to the GoFundMeers. I'm gonna be doing a special performance for all of you. It will only be available to you, me, King Payne, Sean Davy Way. We're going to set it up. There will be exclusive access to this concert. And it will only be for the people who put money money on that GoFundMe. That's the least I can do.
Mhm.
Just give you a hell of a show. And invite some of you to my video shoot for my next song that I'm about to record. The people who donated the most, I want you at the video shoot. I want you in the video. It's going to be fun.
I'm excited for
We're
you.
going to take all of this bad and we're going to make it amazing.
Because she has a lot of songs. She's been poetry, she has been doing a lot of writing. So we're excited about that. We found some outlets for her to do so. Where she I know you can't say much about where you are, but how do you like it? Is it a good situation where you are?
Considering the way I have to live my life right now, it's the perfect situation. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Where I am, I get to be me. And I don't have to worry about who's watching, who's trying to take a selfie, who's, trying to get a video so that they can sell it to somebody on YouTube. I don't have to worry about that. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. And I'm going to finish writing my article, 6 Weeks a Prisoner. And I can't wait for everybody to see it because it's all of my intimate thoughts. Everything. All I did this entire time was write.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do this earlier this year. I wanted to go away for a couple of weeks, go to a cabin, turn off my phones, turn off technology, and just focus on my craft and my artistry, but I never had a chance to. So it's kind of funny that God gave me that 6 weeks, and even though it was tumultuous and it was crazy, I was able to think and write. And there is one more thing that I wanted to share. When I first made it to Bourgeois, I had such conflicted feelings about my marriage and about my husband. And I wrote him a letter, but I never got to send it because I didn't have an address.
Mm-hmm.
And I still have that letter.
Oh, girl, read it.
The letter?
Mm-hmm. You got it with you?
I can't read the letter because the truth is, after I wrote the letter, I wrote a spoken word piece.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I would rather.
Oh, well, you got the spoken word piece, girl.
Yeah.
Well, girl, I would like to hear it. Here it goes. Yeah.
Well, the title of it is You, Your Pride, and the PlayStation.
Ooh, not the, ooh, girl, I like this. Ooh, girl, ooh, I like, hurry up.
The Lost Legacy of Bobby Boucher.
Not Bobby Boucher.
Here we go.
Go, girl.
Spoken word voice on.
Okay.
This is the weakest you'll ever see me. And still, it's the strongest I'll ever be. Admitting I love you out loud. And silently, still hating you equally. Fuck you for making me love you. When clearly for you, it was all just a game. Guess I upped the ante when I chose to take your name. My surname was perfect. I was right the day I was born.
Ooh.
Yet I took Johnson, and you weren't even John's son. Just another little lost boy scorned. The temper tantrums and the outrage stemmed from not knowing who you truly are. And fuck you for not believing me when I told you, baby, you're a star. It took a little while, but we got there. Slowly pulling them all in. One view at a time, then 100K. But mama spoke 15 words and you just threw it all away? My, what can I say? Clearly appreciation doesn't run in your DNA. All I found there was jealousy, self-loathing, and calculated deceit. And a fuck ton of family, sketchy history. And nowhere in sight, not one damn complete receipt. Now, you hate me? Nigga, fuck you, I hate you right back. And if you're leaving, then do it gangster. Just don't run off with the first thing available, especially if this shit is whack.
Oh.
AF? Now, it's just you, your pride, and the PlayStation. And what a cocktail of fuckery that be. 8 people sitting in your chat room and 7 of them telling you how whack, pathetic, and sad you look without me.
Oh,
Nigga, I made you great. Shit, for real, I made you a man. But when the going got tough, you just packed up your PlayStation and ran.
not the PlayStation.
I wish there were more positive things I could say about a marriage that I never wanted to go away. But really, what more can I say? Well, now, even God turns his head when you pray.
Ooh.
Hell, what else can I do other than walk away? You went from little Gerald to soldier to Goomba. And now all that's left is the lost legacy of Bobby Boucher. But we're still married, right? So you'll let me know when you're done? Dying on that game, right? Tell me how the fuck life with you is fun. You, your pride, and the PlayStation.
Oh.
Lost legacy of Bobby Boucher.
That was real cute. Girl, I like that girl. Girl, I want a copy of that. Girl, I like that girl. Ooh, I like that. Pack your PlayStation to get out. So, ooh, girl, I like that girl. Ooh, girl, I like that. We like that girl. Ooh, go on.
As crazy as it sounds, all of that time in isolation, in a weird way, it was exactly what I needed because it forced me to tap back into the artistry in me. And now I came home with a clear vision on what I need to be and what I need to do. And what I need to be is Jaguar motherfucking Wright, and what I need to do is block out all distraction and get back to doing what I do, and that's just executing with excellence.
Absolutely. Especially stuff like that, spoken words and stuff like that. Girl, I like that girl. I like that. That's real cute. I like that. And then like your music too. Like, oh my God, that would be amazing.
Well, I'm going to put it on the album, the next album. So I will be putting it to music, and I just got to figure out which producer is going to do the track for it. But I think it's going to be dope. And
the chat is really feeling it. They is really feeling it.
Oh,
they are. They are feeling it. They is feeling it.
I just want to say to my husband, my legal husband, my lawfully wedded husband, fuck you for making me write it.
Oh.
Fuck you for making me think it. Let me know when you grow up so we can have an adult conversation and figure out what to do next.
Of course. So is there anything else you would like to say to the audience before we wrap this up, my dear? Because I only have one more question.
Well, the last thing that I would want to say is thank you, Lord, for all you've done for me. Oh, Lord, you know it could have been me outdoors, no food and no clothes, all left alone without a friend or just another number with a tragic end. Oh, but God, you would not see fit to let none of these things be, because every day by your power, Lord, you keep on keeping me. And I've got to say thank you, Lord, for all you've done for me. Yeah. Pretty much.
You said that was beautiful. And thank you so much for singing, because, you know, I hate to ask you to sing because I know artists get that all the time, you know? So I'm just happy that, because a lot of times artists can, you know, fall out of love with music. And it's nice to see that you are slowly but surely falling back in love with it to where you're singing more on your own. You're just doing it by yourself. Like no one's not even having to request it anymore. So I think that that's great because a lot of artists do fall out of love with the art, you know, and sometimes it takes something special, you know, to make them inspired again to even want to do it. So shout out to you. I think that that's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
God, he gave me the gift, and it took remembering that it's a gift to bring me back to it, because regardless of how I feel about artistry and the entertainment industry and my career and all of that, my voice wasn't given to me for that. It was given to me as a gift to share.
Yeah.
And all of these trials and tribulations have now refocused me. I better sing.
Yeah.
And I'm going to sing for him.
Absolutely.
And I'm finally going to do that gospel album just like my daddy wanted me to.
Mm-hmm.
It's time.
I
got to give it back.
Absolutely. Oh my God, I love you. So I have one more question before we end things. Are you ready for it?
Yes, I'm ready.
Are you pregnant by the Candace? Are you pregnant by the Candace, Scott?
I'm going to put it to you this way. If immaculate conception happened to regular human beings, I would say absolutely. But she has impregnated my soul, yo, for real.
No, that's what's up.
Yeah. If she could get me pregnant, I'd be like 8 months.
I cannot with you. So, I love you. We will tomorrow. I know you got some stuff to do, but after that, hopefully, if you're free, maybe we can get, you know, another phone call, because I know the audience wants to, especially the people that, you know, supported the cause and whatnot. They had a bunch of questions for you. So I was going to choose like 15 of them, and then we go out.
Yeah, let's double back. We definitely need to do Q&A tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I owe them that. And I will answer candidly and honestly. Absolutely. No matter how hard it is.
And it's a couple hard questions. I ain't gonna lie. It's a couple hard ones. I'm like, but yeah, it needs to be done. I'm like, this does
I'm
need
a hard
to be done.
nigga.
Mm-hmm.
I can handle it.
Yeah.
After everything I just went through, I think I can handle a question.
Yeah. Absolutely.
After crazy Alice farting on my neck in the psych ward and running off saying shots fired, I think I can handle almost anything.
I cannot. Well, I will give you. Well, actually, give me a call in like 10 minutes just so we can clear up a few things that I know you still have a errand or two to run. So yeah, just give me a call in like 10 minutes.
Will do.
Okay, oh my God, I love you.
I love you.
Oh my God.
You mother, I love you.
I love you too.
You make me love you every time, more and more.
Well, I love you too, damn it.
Okay.
Bye. So that was our girl, Jaguar, Wright. That was our girl. No, I am not asking for any money. Anything that Jaguar needs, I will take care of it. Like, I've been taking care of it. So, I mean, no, this is not a Cash App show. Ooh, Cash App me. No. I'm not asking for one Cash App. I saw that in the chat. Y'all talk about some. No one's asking for anything. If she needs assistance, I'll help her, just like I've been doing. Okay. But thanks for, I mean, I don't know why everybody feel like everything is a money grab. I don't do that. Like, what don't people get about that? Like, I don't do that. I'm still going to say Jag is so fake. Hey, you know, you're entitled to thinking how you think. I know like the majority of my audience, they really, when we do, we are going to have a conversation tomorrow, and it's not going to be long. We'll probably talk for like an hour or so, but I try to keep it, you know, short because she has things to do. And I feel like she should be focusing on that, but I know the audience does want to hear from her. So I'm like, girl, you don't even, you don't need to clear 3-4 hours to, we could just, you know, just have conversations like we're talking on the phone. So I know the audience has a lot of questions that they want to ask. And y'all know me, I am not biased. So I'm going to ask the hard questions. I am. And trust me, these questions are juicy. These, I feel like these are a lot of questions that I've seen over and over in the chat, over and over in the chat. So, you know, the main one is accountability. So we will definitely be getting into that. Y'all know me, I just let people be who they are. I'm not going to force someone to say something or do something, you know, because, you know, but I feel like if we're going to talk, especially with Jack being free, I don't want her to be like triggered by anything. So I would rather talk about like healing things. Like, are you afraid to go to court? Accountability with this and accountability with that. Absolutely. So I will be asking the hard questions. Yes, the hard questions. You know how y'all be on y'all channel being like fake ass bitches, and then y'all see her, and then y'all just like, hey my God, Jag. No, I'm gonna ask her the real questions, the hard questions about accountability, about do you feel responsible for what happened between you and your husband? Do you take any accountability for that? Or is it just all his fault? Do you take any accountability for the car explosion and all that? Yeah, the real questions. So yeah, I'm gonna ask the real questions. You know, the ones that y'all can't. The ones that y'all can't. Yeah, those. Ear flip. Growl. Yeah, those. You know the questions you have, but they fall on deaf ears. Those ones. You know, hair flip. So yeah, we will definitely be getting into the hard questions. And I think the audience is owed it. They are. They're owed it. They're going to be hard. And I already told Jaguar that they're going to be hard. I'm like, these going to be some hard questions. And what I mean by hard is that you may be defensive during these questions. And I'm going to ask them like I am. I'm asking the real questions, the hard questions. You know, the ones that is just like, ooh, like, whoa. Like, I'm going to ask the real questions. Absolutely. And her answer's her answer. So that's the thing. Don't get annoyed if you don't hear what you want to hear. Like I can't force a person to, you know, answer properly. But I am the type of person to where I will hone back in. You know, I will be like, no. I mean like this. No, let's not talk about, let's get into this. No, what about this? You know, like I like get in the crevices, you know, of the situation. There's a lot of questions that I've been writing. It's doing a lot of writing. So I'll be seeing some good questions in the chat, you know, and I'll go back and I watch the playbacks during the live, and I watched it and I look to see really good questions. Questions I feel like, you know what, that is a good question. You know, because I'm not biased. So we're going to ask the hard questions. We're going to ask about the ashes, you know, all type of stuff. Absolutely. We're going to ask about, you know, like diagnoses and, you know, do you feel that you have this or not? Why do you do this and that? You know, we're going to ask the hard questions. Absolutely. So I'm going to ask 15 questions that are popular questions that I've seen from the audience and people that I've seen that have donated with the GoFundMe. And I'm going to ask 15 of my own questions. So it'll be like hour and a half long because we need to get to the answers. You know, that's why I did this today. You know, so just to let you know, Jack. No, it won't trigger her. It absolutely won't. That's why you let a person know prior. You know, like the questions are going to be like this. You know, so because I feel like you're triggered if it's unexpected. So, but if you have a little bit of time to think about it, you know, it's different. It's different. So yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we'll get into it. We'll definitely get into it. I'm excited. I'm excited because I don't know how it's gonna go. Like I want it to go over well. I do because I'm going to ask the hard question. Yeah, and y'all know Jag. You know, because that's the thing, accountability. So I feel like it's going to be like pulling teeth to get Jag to take accountability. So But we're gonna try. We're gonna try, and y'all better be here so y'all can help me. Okay, y'all need to come and help me. Okay, because these is your damn questions. Okay, yeah, and then we're just gonna let you know, Jack, chill. I think this is a healthier way. Of her coming, back to social media versus and it's just jumping on live and going crazy. On people and stuff. I'm glad we had a long talk, myself, her, and the official campaign, about like beefing and coming at people. It's just like, girl, you already did all of that. There's really no reason to attack anybody. You've been attacked enough. We literally have to put you in a literal secret location, just so people won't harass you and call police on you and things like that. But we also need you in a headspace where you're not doing those things either. Like, you don't need to be live threatening people, stuff like that. You don't need to stop doing none of that. You honestly don't. Girl, all that stuff is over with. Like a lot of that stuff calmed down, while you were gone. There's no point of I told her the same thing with Burnt Gap. I'm just like, girl, you don't have to fight her. You don't have to argue with her. You don't have to go back and forth. You don't have to do any of that. She lets you know where she stands with you, and you can just leave well enough alone. But if you feel away and you want to get it off your chest, I mean, you absolutely can, because I hate her. But if you don't want to get into it with her, you don't have to. Like, in order to be beefing with somebody, even if they come for you, if you don't respond, there's no beef. They have a problem with you, not the other way around. So I said you can definitely handle it that way, so it's like, if she got a problem, although she's the one who lied and said what she was going to do for you and ... she can have it. She can have the problem. Like, I don't have to be, absolutely. So yeah. Why is y'all asking people who they're talking about? If they being disrespectful, just get rid of them. Y'all questioning people like we know them. If we don't know the moderators, I don't care who they're talking to. I don't even know who they are and what they said. But yeah, just get rid of them, especially a bitch we don't know. Like, get rid. Don't ask them no questions. Just bye. Like, girl, we have about to be 119,000 subscribers. We're fine. And anybody talking ish ain't subscribed, no way. Just get rid. Don't ask no questions. Just bye. So yay. She wasn't disrespecting you. She was disrespecting another creator. Well, yeah, I don't do that either. You don't get to come over here and get your issue with other people. You do not get to. You don't get to. I don't care. You don't get to come attack my moderators. You don't get to come attack my subscribers. You do not get to. I don't care if you don't. Even the content creators that come over here, you don't get to attack them. In my chat, my moderators block those people too. So yeah, we don't just block if you talk ish to me. I've never been that conceited or controlling before in my life. No, I don't care about people disagreeing and stuff like that. My moderators will only block you if it's like blatant disrespect towards Sean. But if you try disagreeing with me, okay. But yeah, we don't do that. You don't like a creator. Oh, they're over here in this person's chat. Let me get at them. No, go to their show and do that over there. go to their channel and let them know how you feel. If you are already blocked over there, you can get blocked over here too. It's not a problem. No, you do not get to come to my chat and harass people. That is stupid. That is dumb. She didn't disrespect Sean. No, that's fine. We don't do any like if two subscribers have a disagreement and they whatever, that's no big deal. But there's no reason to attack anybody. Just enjoy the show. And it's distracting in the chat. So yeah. But anyways, so yeah, I have to get out of here. We will be live again tomorrow. I will be live in the morning. I'm gonna try to go live in the morning and do a morning coffee with hot topics. And then we'll go live in the evening with Jaguar and do the tough questions. So yeah, I'm excited because y'all excited. They're just like, oh, somebody needs to hold her accountable. I can't like literally hold her accountable, but we can see if she's willing to. I can set it up for her to take it if she's willing to, but can't make her take it. So, but I'm excited. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for all of your support. Thank you for all of the super stickers that were flying by the chat, which was going so fast. Y'all must really be lit today. Absolutely. My son graduates tomorrow. What does that have to do with me? Can we talk about me, please? You might as well say it was his birthday. Congratulations to your son graduating. Okay? He was supposed to because you was a good parent. I really don't understand. Like he was supposed to. That's what that word. Because you were a good parent. That's why your child is graduating. Now, I love y'all. Congratulations to the young man that's graduating. Shout out to his mother for coming in here rubbing it in burnt gas face that she took care of her child. Okay, and that's what that workers. I know she been in the bushes all night. Here, flip. So, I love y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. Until then, I love you, moderators. I love you, subscribers. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye. How am I getting in? It ain't popping up. Oh, yeah. Bye.